Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We starting to get some spring weather out here, so we'll be doing more and more on the porch. Thanks for all the great comments on last Fridays and Saturdays. Dolly Parton moments on Saturday from Dad, which we got a lot of really neat comments and emails on. Same on the Friday's newsletter on reviewing the cypress. So I'm going to be doing that more and more because you guys seem to be sending me pieces of wood, and I love it. It's fun. I'm having a blast with it. So keep the questions coming. Need more questions. So you guys have questions, don't hesitate. Let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. All right. So a couple of questions today. This one's from Ray Cashmore over in the UK. Can you say why you use cans of spray ink instead of airbrush to spray on the ink? Buying the ink in volume and pouring it into an airbrush is much more cost efficient. I assume it would be, Ray. It's just, for me, it's just the convenience and the fact that I just don't have any experience really with an airbrush. So if you can buy the ink or the primer, the primer that we use, I can't say it will work exactly the same as the spray cans because I have never done it, so I can't tell you for sure. But I'm sure the cost would be less if that's what you want to do, if you're familiar with using an airbrush or some type of an aerosol that you can put bulk in. They now have different kinds of things that you can take liquid and do... excuse me. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Carving a lot of signs lately, guys. Anyway, I absolutely, if you want to give that a shot, give it a try. I've never used it because of the convenience of the spray cans, because that's what I'm used to. Okay, so hope that helps a little bit. Second question. This one, who did this one come from? Can't remember who this one came from. Anyway, but I've got this question quite a few times. It says, I had a question regarding the outset letters. It seems you went around one time at a 1/4 inch instead of 2 times. Am I missing something? So, to answer your question, I have a couple samples here. And you guys, I've been over this before, but you know, maybe there's new people to the channel that haven't seen this. So babe, I don't know if you can zoom in on any of these letters, especially these little 1-inch letters.
Yeah.
If you look real close, guys, I don't know if you can tell, but each one of these 1-inch letters I actually went around twice. The reason I do that is to give myself an extra room when I go in with my 90-degree V-groove, and that these are done with a profile bit, all of the profiling. If you can look close, these are 1.5-inch letters. I only went around them once because it cuts a nice fat line because I'm deep enough. But I can't go that deep because it cuts wider on these 1-inch letters. So I go shallow, and then I go at a different depth, deeper, and I go around wider. Oh man, there goes my sign carvers of the day. So then I go around wider to give myself some extra room. If you look at this sign, all of these letters, 2-inch and 1.5 inch, I just one pass all the way around because it cuts deep enough and wide enough that it gives me plenty of room to go in there with my 90-degree V-groove. So if you see the fact, well, I hadn't even thought about it, but this one, I probably went around a second time. When I did the detail on this, I went at one shallow depth so it didn't cut so wide, and then I put a kind of a fat groove around the outside at a different depth. You can see that this depth here in the middle of this rose is much shallower or narrower than the depth around the outside of the rose and the leaf. So I did that at 2 different depths as well. So that's the reason that it's, in some cases on 1.5 and 2-inch and stuff like this, if it's bigger, I only go one depth because it gives me plenty of width to get in there against my, with my, gosh, I gotta get up and get these sign carvers of the day. No edit. All right, you guys. So that's the question. That's the answer on that. Man, I'm just all over the place here. All right, put that out of the way. Sign carvers of the day. First, we have my good buddy Andy Earl. This is one he did a while back. This actually came out really good, but he's even better at it now. This is probably from probably a couple months ago. Again, I have a stack like that, guys. So if you don't see your sign right after you send it to me, it might be a month or two in delay. But anyway, great job, Andy. As always, terrific. I really like it. And the next one is from Eric. Eric England. This one is, I wish was a little bit better picture. And I don't know how far you can zoom in on those, babe. But some really nice graphics on there.
Let's see.
It'll probably come up better on the screen
Yeah.
than it will on your little screen on the camera.
Okay.
Got it? All right. Cool. Yeah, some really neat graphics on there, Eric. Little four-wheel stuff and trees and mountains and hills and rock crawling. That's cool. Very cool. Okay, you guys. So, let's see. Things are going well. My collaborations are working out pretty good. You guys probably have seen some of that. Thanks for all the new friends on Facebook. We'll be doing, I want to start mixing in some more Facebook Live stuff. So we might do that on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. If I do, then I'll give you a heads up and let you know. So everybody, have a great week, and hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend, and we'll see you on Wednesday morning. So keep those questions coming. Keep sharing our videos, and we got several of you that do that all the time. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday morning. Have a great Monday, Tuesday. Bye.
Hi folks, Old Dave here with a thought for today. Someone asked me not too long ago, how did I learn the stuff that I know? And there's one thing about learning, and I can guarantee you this. You will learn, there's one positive way to learn something that you can't learn any other way. And that is if you reach down and pick up a full-grown tomcat by the tail, I guarantee you'll learn something that you'll learn in no other way. That's my thought for the day. See you next time.